Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cikgu Fadzli. Today I'm going to show you how to start with Selenium using Eclipse IDE, and we're going to use Java Selenium for today's example. There are 4 steps. First, we need to install the Eclipse IDE for Java, and then we need to download and install Selenium reference library into the Eclipse, and then we need to download a suitable WebDriver for our browser. Step 4, we are going to create our first Selenium script to test our Selenium in using Eclipse IDE. Okay, so first of all, we are going to download and install Eclipse IDE. We go to Eclipse download page. You can just Google Eclipse download actually. So this is it, the first result. You download from the Eclipse Foundation, and there you have Eclipse IDE 2023-03. So this is the latest version of Eclipse IDE as for today. So I'm going to download this, and there are two options here: download x86 or download arc64. So depends on the machine that you are using. If you're using Windows, you need to download the x86, but if you're using Mac OS, you need to download the arc64. So for the demonstration today, I'm going to use Mac OS, so I'm going to download arc64. So click on the download link and wait for the download to finish. Okay, once the download is finished, you need to go to your download folder, and there you have your Eclipse DMG. DMG is because I'm using a Mac OS. So if you're using Windows OS, you are going to have exe file. So double click the file to open the installation page. Wait for the installation page to load. And there you will have a lot of options on what kind of Eclipse IDE that you want to install. So just select the top one, which is Eclipse IDE for Java developers, and then you can choose the Java JDK version that you like. I would suggest that you use JRE 17.0.7 because it's the old one, which we assume the older one will be a stable one, right? Okay, and then you can decide the installation folder where you want to install your Eclipse, and then click install and wait for it to finish. Okay, once we finish installing, we are going to launch the Eclipse IDE to try it, to test it. Okay, wait for the IDE to load, and then they will ask you where do you want to save your Eclipse IDE files, the workspace. So you can choose any other folder that you want, or you can just accept the suggestion that they give you. Click launch, and then if everything goes well, we'll get this Eclipse workspace or workbench where you have the package explorer on the left and then the console at the bottom. So if you get this workbench, then it means that your Eclipse IDE is good to go. Everything goes well. So now we are finished with installing Eclipse IDE. The next step is to set up Selenium reference libraries in Eclipse. So first we have to download it first. Go back to your browser and search for Selenium download, and then go to this one, Selenium development download Selenium. Go to the link, and then you will go to the Selenium development page. Scroll down until you see Selenium clients and WebDriver language bindings. And here you can download the Selenium in a lot of languages: C#, Ruby, Python, JavaScript, or Java. So today we are going to download the Java version. Just download the stable version, whatever version that you have currently. for the time of this exercise we have 4.9.0, so I'm going to download this, and then it will take like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, and then go to your, once it's finished downloading, go to your download folder. There you have the file, Java Selenium Java 4.9.0 zip. So you have to unzip the file. Okay, and then you have this folder, and inside the folder you have a library folder and then a lot of jar files, and then inside the library folder you also have a lot of other jar files. So what you have to do now is you want to install these library files inside the Eclipse IDE. So next you are going to open the Eclipse IDE. Go back to your Eclipse IDE. Yes, so in order for us to set up the reference libraries, we have to set it up inside a Java project. So we have to create a new project. Click on the create Java project. So give it a name, my first Selenium, and then for the JRE, I would suggest that you use the default JRE. The one that the one that I install is 17.0.4.1, and then click next. Yeah, here in the Java setting windows, go to the libraries and click on the class path, and then add external jars. So this is where you are going to install the Selenium reference libraries, and browse to the Selenium folder that we have just extracted before. See this one. Okay, so where you have the library folder. So first you have to include all the jar files inside the library folder. So go into the library folder, select all the jar files, and then open. And then you have all the jar files under the class path. And then click the class path again and reinstall the other jar files outside the library folder. Okay, so you already installed all the jar files inside the library folder. Now you have to install all the jar files outside the library folder. Click open, and then there you have all the jar files that you have just downloaded. Click finish. Okay, and then you can check at the package explorer. You will have the reference library here, and under the reference library we have all the jar files from the Selenium reference libraries. Okay, you already finished set up Selenium reference library in Eclipse. The next step before we create our first Selenium script, we have to get the suitable WebDriver for our browser. Okay, for that case, go to the Chrome WebDriver for Selenium. Okay, for this example I'm going to use Chrome, but if you are using other browsers, you can download other WebDriver. For instance, if you are using Firefox, you can download the Gecko driver from Firefox download page. But for this exercise, I'm going to show you how to install the Chrome WebDriver for Chrome. So go to the link, and here you have a lot of current release, version 1.11, 1.12, and 1.13. So in order for you to know which version that you need to download, go to your Chrome browser, and then look at the version in the setting. Yeah, version the Chrome that I'm using is version 1.112.0. So I need to download Chrome WebDriver version 1.12, this one. Yeah, so it depends on the Chrome version that you are using. You should download the suitable Chrome driver. So I'm going to download this one. I'm using Mac, so I'm going to download Mac 64-zip. If you're using Windows, you should download Win32-zip. Okay, once the download is finished, go to your download folder. There you have the Chrome driver Mac 64-zip. So you have to extract or unzip the file. Right inside the folder, you have this Chrome driver. Okay, so I would suggest that you put this file, you move this file into a special folder, maybe into your Eclipse folder, so that the driver will be available all the time. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to leave this driver inside the download folder, but I'm going to put it outside instead of inside this folder. It will be here. Okay, so now my Chrome driver is inside my download folder. So what I need to do is I need to get the full path to this file. Yeah, so this is the path down here, or I can go to get info. Alright, and then I can copy this, and then I put it here. Yeah, so this is the path, and then the file is Chrome driver. So this is the full path of my Chrome driver that I need to use later on when I want to create my first Selenium script. This is the path using my Mac OS machine. Yeah, if you are using Windows, you might get something like C drive. Yeah, C drive, and then perhaps you save it in your download folder, and then the driver will be Chrome driver.exe. You will have that .exe at the end if you are using Windows, but in my case I'm using Mac OS, so this is my file. So I have to keep this path. Okay, so now we already finished getting the suitable WebDriver. Now we are going to create our first Selenium script. Okay, go back to the Eclipse. Now we have this our project, my first Selenium project. We have to, first of all, we have to create a package under our source folder, new package, and name it as day1. Okay, and then inside the package we need to create a new Java class. Okay, create a Java class, test Selenium. Okay, select the public static main void agreement, and then uncheck every other things. Just check the public static void main only, and then click finish. Then we'll have this file. Okay, we have our first Java file. For tutorial today, I'm going to give you the sample code that you can download from my GitHub. The link will be provided at the description of this video. So go to my GitHub. So this is the code, the sample code that we need to use. Okay, so copy the code and paste it inside here. Package day1 test Selenium, and then here is the path, full path to Chrome driver on your drive. So this is the full path that we have took before. This path, I will use this path and put it here. Okay, so this is the full path to my Chrome driver. So what this code will do is it will use the Chrome driver to control my Chrome browser, and then on my Chrome browser we will go to tanzil.net, and then we will get the title of the home page that is loaded using Tanzil on tanzil.net, and then finally we are going to close the browser. So we try to run it. Oh, okay, so I'm using my OS. I need to verify the security first before I can run the Chrome driver. Okay, so I have to go to the settings. Please bear with me. Yeah, here, allow. Alright, that's cool. Okay, I'm going to run it. Just click open. Yeah, I don't think you have this problem using Windows. This is just for Mac OS. and then wait for it. It will take some time for the first time to load the Chrome. Yeah, now we open the Chrome and then go to tanzil.net, and then we take the title of the page, and then it will output it here, Mariam 19.1 Tanzil Quran Navigator. You might get, when you try this code, you might get different title of the page depending on the page that it loads. Yeah, so as long as you get any Tanzil Quran Navigator at the end, you should be fine. So there you go, your first Selenium script is done. Alhamdulillah, we have finished our final step, which is to create our first Selenium script. So hopefully all of you managed to follow all the steps and able to create and run your first Selenium script. If, however, you find a problem in compiling, for instance, the common problem with this code is the import of Selenium WebDriver. This import requires all the reference libraries that we installed before, but sometimes you will face problem where they doesn't recognize the import of the Selenium WebDriver. I'm going to explain to you 3 solutions that you might try, and hopefully your problem will be solved. First is to make sure that you install all the jar files according to the steps that I have given in the tutorial, which is first to install all the jar file in the library folder, and then to add all the jar file outside the library folder. If you remember, in our Selenium Java download, yeah, we have all the jar file outside here, and then we have the library driver here, the library folder here. So one option how to solve the problem of import not recognizing the WebDriver is to add the external jar inside the library folder first before you add all the jar outside the library folder. Okay, that's one solution. Another solution is, let me open the build path. Okay, another solution is, instead of adding the external jars under the class path, you can try to add the external jars under the module path. Try to add all the jar file under the module path with the same sequence. First, all the jar file inside the library folder, and then add the external jar files outside the library folder. And the third option is to select other Java version when you create the Java project. Okay, let me show you how. Okay, new Java project. Okay, when you be prompted with the new Java project window, first you are going to give a name of the project, Selenium Test, for instance. Okay. And then previously I suggest to you to use default JRE, which is the JRE that I installed is 17.0. If you have problem compiling, you can try using execution environment JRE from other version of Java SE. You can try starting from 1.8 up until Java SE 18. So you can try different combination of Java SE JRE. Hopefully those 3 options can help you solve the problem if you find problem to compile the code. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much again. We have finished our final step. So hopefully you'll be able to install your Selenium inside your Eclipse Java IDE. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.